Hello everyone, it is I, the elusive Ginger.
Black Stripes.
Joester.
Hopefully you're right. Well, we're trying a few different things. I'm trying to see if my microphone that's over here, off screen, is working. We're recording. But today we're doing on us and reaction videos to others.
Yes.
So
let's react.
So we're gonna react and see how it goes.
Yes.
Without further ado, I gotta.
And the Russo, I'm over here. Russo brothers have tweeted out about all of these videos, saying that they like them about leading us to Endgame.
Yeah, that's our producers there on off screen.
Up to the Endgame.
Up to Endgame.
So.
Are we gonna be watching spoilers?
What
No.
was the first one? Margot remembers the legacy of Stan Lee. That's the first one.
Oh, we're gonna cry.
Where's the tissues?
Stan Lee.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Stan Lee. I've been writing stories for the young generation for the past 30 years. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think. More importantly, I think I've learned a lot about what young people are. We're going to try to present a voice that somebody will listen to. The voice is needed. We hope it will be ours.
Oh.
So the start of the things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, remember Stan Lee was actually in World War II.
Yeah.
Excelsior! Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Stanley.
Just look at that.
Stan was
Yeah,
doing
metal
those panels, and they asked me to come up and just say hi to him. I felt
By the
a
way,
little
we'll put
goofy,
the
but I
links to
can't. I
these
shook his
videos in
hand.
the description below.
I think the microphone caught it, but I whispered in his ear. I said, hey, they just wanted me to come up here and shake your hand, but while I'm up
I
here,
saw that.
I want to say thank you. You saved my life. Because the life that I have today, there's a direct line to that first comic book to here.
Well, Stan's best creation was always Stan. As a creative figure is one thing. Stan as a personality was able to somehow tap into his own larger-than-life, self-effacing and self-aggrandizing at the same time personality.
As I would describe it, that P.T. Barnum aspect of him, it's just something he infused the group with, and it's something that the people who followed him have been able to kind of keep that energy going.
I think Stan Lee is going to be an icon, what he represents, what he was able to accomplish. He built American mythology. His stories are really what stay with us.
Those characters that he created and what he infused Marvel, the brand, with have really come through.
Even if they have superpower, they have to be believable. What they do has to be what any normal person would do in those situations.
And the idea that he championed all kinds of different voices, all kinds of points of view, and the concept of diversity and equality and conversations about, social politics, all these things he had been doing for years. And now it's at the forefront of everything that we talk about.
I just think he was just connected in that way, and he was connected to who his true audience was and who he was really writing for.
He complemented that with always being hopeful, with his own first-person personality of being Stan.
My earliest memories of Stan were reading those soapboxes. You felt like he was talking directly to you and no one else. What I didn't realize was that there was a kid behind me at the candy store reading the same thing, feeling the exact same way.
His ideology was very clear. It was very black and white, how to be good, how to treat people equally. And that's a really powerful impact, to lean into the light as much as you can, even if there's darkness all around you.
In writing the soapboxes, I used to just talk to the readers, anything that came to my mind, just to make the books not seem like something cold and aloof and it's something you buy and you throw away. I wanted them to feel buying a Marvel book was like visiting an old friend.
Without that, we wouldn't be experiencing the success we had today.
People like that, creative geniuses like that, you can't help but walk away learning lessons. They have a way of delivering messages that, just resonate with those of us who have followed his work and followed the characters he's created.
He made it feel intimate and that anybody could belong to it. We're really lucky to have him really define us, because it's really given us something to move forward with.
There will never be a world without Stan Lee. He's the heart of the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
What do you guys want to say about that one before we move on to
so-
the next one?
First of all, let's just say Stan Lee had the best life. I think that we are very lucky of having a guy like that
Oh, yeah.
giving us these heroes that we have. And man, it's gonna be always sad that he's gone. It's like
It's a sad. It's
Yeah.
like looking at this year is the final year that we'll see any actual living proof of
Stan.
cameo.
Yeah.
Cameo, really.
Yeah.
Because after that, I guarantee it's gonna. Because one of the things that I noticed from another movie that they at least did a cameo for when they did tried to do the reboot, they had a bust of the one Ghostbuster who actually sadly passed away.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah, Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
So, but with this, it's like, well, there's plenty of. So,
I'm just.
we'll try to hopefully do another nerding out video,
Yeah.
doing the once again
Yeah.
for that. So.
Yeah, and realize if you believe in the whole multiverse theory, there are several hundred universes where Stan Lee never existed. And think about how sad and depressing those universes are.
Man, that's so bad.
I would get in trouble if I hit our producer.
Rick
in the head.
Sanchez, find us another Stan Lee.
Please.
How are you gonna do that? Like, I feel like it's a guy like that iconic, is a one and done deal.
This is a 1 in a trillion, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
you're
definitely.
not gonna find a lot of
They're
like
definitely. You got the interesting. It's just hopefully more like stuff that where people look at this and they get inspired.
That. Well,
To
yeah.
do stuff like he did to
Mhm.
keep the creative spirit, because he's one of them. He's amongst the best storytellers
Yeah.
that
Ever.
Yeah.
it's like
Dang.
that. It's like going. It's like where it's like guaranteed good. Probably another 400 years from now, they're going to be looking at the stuff that Stan Lee did as we now look at William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is like talking about great writers and
I
whatnot.
mean, they kind of really do that a little
Well,
bit.
he already, at least he achieved that during his
Yeah.
lifetime. People like that.
Mhm.
It's just more of
Yeah.
where you gotta realize in high school, you like, here you're gonna read this play, this stuff where it's mandatory stuff to learn.
And like
Yes.
500 years from now, they're going to be reading Stan Lee's comics.
Oh man.
Being like, read this,
So-
it's mandatory that you do a report on
Or
it.
something like
Or
Bill
something
and,
similar. Or like
that
a
are like Bill
script
and
to a
Ted.
movie.
Bill and Ted.
Right.
So,
Oh, when do you think they're gonna do an autobiography of him, like a movie?
well, there is a movie that there is a movie. It's called "With Great Power: The Stan Lee Story."
Yes.
You can
Oh.
watch it on YouTube.
Hmm.
Which
And they
we'll make sure to put that link where right now you can watch it free with ads.
Mm.
Yes.
But it is good stuff. So,
All right.
all right. Well, I
Next-
guess we'll continue with our lovely.
Before creation itself,
Hmm.
there were 6 singularities. Then the universe exploded into existence. The remnants of these systems were forged into concentrated ingots. Infinity Stone. I can still save you. We are all dead. Can you not see? Hear me and rejoice.
Oh,
You're a destroyer, Odin.
I just noticed something in that
Power leads.
where the 4 things.
That's a fist.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
a fist.
right.
I know what it's like to lose. I feel so desperately that you're right. Yet to fail, nonetheless.
Oh,
I ask you, to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Oh. That's some really good editing.
What's your name?
Amora?
Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
This is the only video that the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige tweeted about.
In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love. If he gets the stone, half the universe dies. It's my fair. It shouldn't be you, but it is. It's all right. You could never hurt me. I just feel you. I'm sorry, little one. The hardest choices require the strongest will.
Hardest choices requires the strongest wills.
Part of the video.
No one ever is.
John,
We don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning.
there was no other way.
To know your days are numbered. Your time is short.
Oh, come on.
Ah,
You mother flipper.
Okay, I thought the world of you. I thought we were going to fight side by side forever, but at the end of the day, you're you and I'm me. The sun will shine on us again. Start.
No.
I don't want to look. And if you die, sir, please.
No, you mother.
I'm just glad you're not wearing that shirt. That one shirt.
Fucker.
I have lived most of my life surrounded by my enemies.
No.
I will be grateful to die among my friends.
Did you know that part where Groot died, where Groot dusted away? He wasn't supposed to say I am Groot, he was supposed to say Dad.
No, that's what it means. I'm Groot. It means,
In that moment, it means
Yeah,
Dad.
remember, Rocket knows what Groot is saying.
Yeah.
Times of crisis,
it's one of the weirdest people that knows what he's saying.
to look after one another, as if we were
Ah.
one single. And finish it.
Now the question is, do we do the lovely thing where we watch everything and get
But the
paid
thing is
$1,000?
beautiful because it
I
lasts.
would do that.
We have to document.
It's a privilege to be alone.
I can do that. I basically have almost all of them.
I have all of them. Besides
And you gotta realize that's 48 hours.
Captain Marvel and Infinity War.
I have Infinity War
Infinity
thanks
War.
to that.
I don't have Captain Marvel because it just came out.
Yeah. So...
Oh, right. Into the Spider-Verse, I just got that.
Yeah.
I actually just got it too, but I don't officially get it until my birthday, which is a week from tomorrow.
I actually got it.
Yeah,
I
so
got
people,
them
if you want to send happy birthday wishes to our thing, it is April 1st.
Alright. Before we move on to the next one, what do you guys
Yes,
say
yes.
to Marvel Avengers Sacrifice? This one was retweeted several times by both Russo brothers and Kevin Feige.
Definitely. The only thing that would have been interesting is to see how Stan would have reacted to that movie.
I'm just seeing how many views it's gotten. 2 million.
2,649,000.
2.6 million views.
And there are 97,000 likes.
503
Three
dislikes.
dislikes.
Only 503 dislikes.
My God. So what I would say is that, first of all, MCU, you know how to make everything rhyme, okay? And so that was really good. I like the editing. The editing was really good.
Yeah, so
I just transitioned from one to the
kudos
other.
to the person who put that.
Yeah.
It's
They were so
stuff like that it's like the good thing that I like about the whole Marvel thing is how much. Really, another one. All right, so
Kevin Feige, no, not Kevin Feige. The Russo brothers tweeted this out saying, "Watch this entire thing for hints to Endgame."
Okay.
No spoilers for Endgame, but for hints to
But-
Endgame.
For the other one, the Avengers one, I would say is...
well, then again, the one thing that Marvel does that really gets you, that I sadly have to say, because when it comes to Marvel versus DC, Marvel at the moment truly knows how to pull at your heartstrings,
Yeah.
to make
Covering
you
my
real
face.
excited, but at the same time,
Yeah,
where
I-
you're
I-
like going,
Move
son
it
of a
down when the
bitch,
video
with
starts.
tears running down your eye. Your
They
thing.
know exactly what
Will hit you the
will
hardest.
hit you the hardest, and also they know how to tell a story, because a lot of people, they just kill someone, like for example Amazing Spider-Man 2, when they kill, spoiler by the way for Amazing Spider-Man 2, when Stacy dies, but
When Stacy-
everybody's like because the movie was bad. So
Yeah.
but the Marvel
I
ones,
find it more like this.
Yeah,
because
it's a horrible
And-
movie.
It depends on. It
It's
depends
horrible.
on.
Back to the Spider-Verse,
But-
just at the beginning.
Yeah.
Spoilers again, just
Yeah.
Kingpin, just.
But that one, I got tear up. I was like, I just watched another Spider-Man.
I just watched
man.
Spider.
And I
We
wonder
just
how
watched
good-
it again,
right? And this one here, it just shows how much people, heroes and villains, both of them, both sides, sacrifice for their goals. You can say whatever you want from Thanos or like that. They both have the will to get to what they want to do, and the second that all just showed how powerful the message was. So
Yeah, that where the DC somewhat gets it, depend on the thing, but sadly, as I would say, is Marvel actually has their whole their whole universe organized, and they know what they're doing with it.
Or machine.
This that thing with DC though. It's there. It's just they're still trying to figure out how to get it connected.
Hell, Transformers still trying to get it.
I was watching an interview with Stan Lee the other day, and someone asked Stan, "Hey, like they asked something to Stan, and Stan's like, yeah, it's kind of like this, and this," and then the reporter was like, kind of like the DC universe, and Stan was like, no, not that sadistic bullshit.
All right, well, let's get back to watching the next thing where
It's Stan Lee
emotional
tribute.
is what the video
Oh,
says.
man.
So
Prepare for tears.
hey, if you need a shoulder to cry on, if you need a shoulder to cry on. All right.
I'm good. All right, let's do it.
I'm doing what I enjoy doing. It's like other men like to play golf, so they play golf every chance they can. So you don't say to them, how come you're playing golf today? You played last week. It's the same with me. To me, it is such fun creating characters, writing stories, even doing interviews, even though I can't hear most of what the guy says to me. But it's an exciting life, and when you do something that you know the fans seem to enjoy, that gives you such satisfaction, you don't want to stop.
There was one time, and I don't even remember, it might have been the Fantastic Four or some other book. We had a story that I thought wasn't that good, but we were stuck with it.
Oh,
We had to
yes.
send it out. It was
That's
the
from
due date
Spider-Man.
at the time
That's
to
the
get
last
it out.
episode when he
And
meets
on
the
the
creator.
cover, I
That's
wrote
so
a little
good.
note. I don't remember the exact
That was the
words,
first
but
cameo I saw
something
from
like,
Stan
"Hey
Lee.
kids, I've got to admit this isn't the best story we've ever done.
Ah!
But we've
Oh,
given
that's
you so
from
many
his
good
first
ones
cameo
before,
ever,
we
yeah.
think you owe it to us to buy this one also."
Yeah.
Everybody
was
thought
that
I was
in?
crazy. That book sold better than most of the others in that period. And I got a ton of mail saying, "You guys are great. Nobody else would have written anything like that." I got this great idea. I want to call him Spider-Man, and he's a teenager. So I gave him the idea, and he said, "Stan, that is the worst idea I have ever heard." He said, "First of all, people hate spiders. You can't call a hero Spider-Man. Secondly," he said, "he can't be a teenager. Teenagers are only sidekicks. And finally, he can't have personal problems. Don't you know what a superhero is?" So he wouldn't let me do it. One day we had a book we were going to kill called Amazing Fantasy. When you're going to do the last issue, nobody cares what you put in it. Just to get it out of my system, I put Spider-Man in the book, and we sold it. And it was a bestseller. So my publisher called me in a couple weeks later and said, "Stan, you remember that character Spider-Man that you and I liked so much? Why don't you do a series?"
I'm not kidding you when
That's how
Uncle Ben got
Spidey
shot.
was born.
I cried.
Do you have a specific target
I cried
audience?
every time I watch it.
Or just anybody who could read, anybody who's literate. It used to be, again, that comics were just for little kids. Or they were thought.
Somebody's not have to watch Vision Die. Man, that's...
Yeah,
If I have to watch Spider-Man
we
die
started
again.
directing Marvel at ourselves, really. The theory was we're going to write the kind of stories
Oh, yeah, that's his wife.
we would enjoy reading. You see? And I didn't know if it would work or not. but it worked better than anybody expected because we grabbed a lot of readers who were much older, who liked the kind of things that we liked. But we we find the best formula, if you call it that, is we don't try
Okay, good. It changed the screen before he does it.
we would enjoy. And apparently there are enough people in the world who have the same tastes. I hate to say that, I'd like to think my taste was far better, but apparently everybody has pretty much the same taste because the books sell pretty well.
If you do a good movie, a good television series, anything good, you'll get the audience. There's never
how many times
people want entertainment. People want adventure stories. They just want them to be good. I'd like to think of myself as an entertainer.
Oh yeah, Daredevil.
That was from Daredevil.
Crap hole.
Because it's a funny thing. Years ago, I used to feel
I think they should have turned the background volume music
that I
down.
was writing comics. I felt
You can't hear Stan that well.
building bridges and working in laboratories on cures for illness.
They have.
And doing real things. And I'm writing these comic books. But over the years, I've learned how much joy these comic books have brought to people. And I began to realize that entertainment
I am so fired.
is very important.
Yeah, people, if you don't know,
We're reenacting the scenes.
Almost everybody have lives that are probably
That's when the Defenders,
Worry about it. If you can entertain somebody, take his or her mind off the things that would normally be bothering them, that's a good thing to do. So I like to think of myself as an entertainer, somebody who offers a little entertainment to people in whatever form it may be. Mostly, in my case, it had been comic books.
Yeah, man.
Nope, not that one. That one.
Alright,
No, I said stop.
What do you guys think about that?
Then again, anything that it's one of those where I think all of us are thankful for what Stanley created, the stuff that he said.
Yeah, and I like that he did that. He created all that because he knew that there were some things that he needed to get out of his system, ideas like, and he needed to get out.
It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah. They didn't
the
want
Fantastic Four.
They didn't want Spider-Man to be published.
Yeah.
And then on a thing they were just gonna throw away for shits and giggles, he put it in there, and everybody loved it.
Yeah, that was the thing is funny is that the producer, the executives there, the CEOs, they don't know what the hell people want because Spider-Man, they didn't want to come out. They didn't want Black Panther to come out. They didn't want X-Men to come out because it would deal with issues that people that they didn't think that people were interested in. Maybe they had their, I don't know, but that's why it's so sad that he left. It's just that he not only put heroes, but he knew that if you just put a costume, he's just a man in a costume. He needs to have complexity.
He needs to have personality.
Yeah,
he needs to have.
Where
or it's just gonna be another Superman, you know. So.
Well, then again, it's like, wow, we can have another thing where we react to DC stuff, but that's probably a little bit further out there.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing that we're reacting to.
The second to last one we're reacting to in this video is called
Tony Stark.
Parenthesis Marvel and parenthesis Tony Stark. I hope they'll remember you. Thanos. This boy.
Are all of them sad?
Not all of them, but most of the ones that the Russo brothers tweeted out are sad.
God damn it! Can you have a look at one? All right, let's do it.
New York? Does it remind you?
That's manipulative. I don't want to talk about it.
Are they coming back? The aliens?
Maybe. Can you stop?
Oh yeah, the kid is coming out in Endgame, right? Yeah, interesting.
You know who else is coming back? Thor's girlfriend. From the first two Thors.
Really? Oh, no, that one. Okay.
That's what he wants. He wipes out the population. He said Loki. The attack on New York. That's him.
This is it. Under no circumstances can we bring the time stone to Thanos. I don't think you quite understand what's at stake here. It's you who doesn't understand that Thanos has been inside my head for 6 years, since he sent an army to New York, and now he's back. And I don't know what to do.
You're gonna kill yourself.
I'm not going to be a part of it.
You have to understand, if it comes to saving you, or the kid, or the time stone, I will not hesitate to let either of you die.
And one day you'll figure this out. And when you do,
That was before he looked into the future.
you will change the world.
Because then he changed his mind after he saw all the alternate possibilities.
Now the curse is you.
I thought he was gonna die.
Stark, you know that's a one-way trip.
What is and always my greatest creation is you.
Apparently getting new subs. Oh, back to... What's his name?
I got you're a kid. So real.
We'll figure it out later. Do any of you know that that whole shawarma scene at the end of the first Avengers
Was after the movie? Yeah.
was totally unscripted?
Yeah.
That's you.
Was that after the movie was done?
No!
Not again.
No, you motherfucker! Sorry. Sorry for the swear, but
I had a dream about it. It was so real.
Did you want to be the kid?
it didn't show him dusted, which I like. Yes, we saw him dying, but no, not dusted.
You have my respect, Stark. When I'm done,
No.
maybe you will still be alive. Unless it was for a reason.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I hope they remember you.
Isn't
Watch
it
my
Jensen?
friends die.
Hmm?
You think that'd be as bad as it gets?
His name?
Oh, no.
Jensen.
Jensen.
Nope.
Yeah.
Jensen.
Wasn't the worst part. We'll lose. And we'll do that together too. Worst part is that you did.
And if you die,
I think that's on you.
I don't need that on my conscience.
Spare his life. And I will give you the stone.
You did it.
Why did you do that? There was no other way.
You don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning.
I forgot he did that.
What?
Threw his
Yeah.
core thing off the other
Yeah,
side
no,
of the
no.
cliff.
Yeah, because well, it's still in the actual comic book, so he still has the thing in his
Yeah.
chest. Just, yeah. Son of a bitch!
Comments, questions, concerns?
Ay, ay, ay.
So here's the thing. I would say,
That video has 3,343,372 views.
114,000 likes and 815 dislikes.
so if he dies,
Who?
Iron Man. I still
Well,
think his
I don't
captain.
think so.
Still
Oh,
think his
well,
captain
I
is
don't
gonna
think
die because I don't know.
I don't think he'll die until either he'll retire or he will die in the very end. But like for now, they still need him for just at least one last thing.
Well, I still think that it's not only Tony. I think Tony and Captain
Well,
America
then
died. But
again,
if you have to choose, I
there's
think
quite a
it's
few
Tony.
of them that where the sad thing is the actors, their contracts are coming up,
Right.
and it's up to the actors whether they want to renew the set contracts to continue doing this.
Yes.
But as Chris Evans,
Yeah. So what we're watching is Avengers. A part of the journey is the end.
The last video that we're reacting to in this video.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not making you react to the last Stan Lee reaction one that I have.
I'm good.
That I have on this playlist.
I think you'd get shanked.
That's right. Game of Thrones is coming.
Yep.
Winter is coming. Sorry, one of the advertisements.
That's the dude who made it. It's
Alright, Slifer.
Slifer 1812. Thank you, but
at the same time, no.
Don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end.
Burpmaster.
Just for the record.
you should have heard him burping at my house before you showed up.
Investigation of 4-minute silence. Food and water ran out 4 days ago. When I drift off, I will dream about you. I'm not ready.
No one ever is. You don't get to choose our time. Death is what gives life meaning. To know your days are numbered. Your time is short.
That reminds me of a quote from Keys. I'll say it later.
Yeah. Just like the end. It's more of a stepping off point. Reach out with both.
They're gonna show Spider-Man Day again. Angry.
It's always you.
Russo brothers are pretty grim.
And realize the Russo brothers liked all of these and shared all of these.
The hardest choices require the strongest ones. There was no other way. We're the Avengers. We can bust arms dealers all the live long day, but that up there, that's the end game. What the hell is happening? I don't feel so good. How are you guys planning on meeting together? This isn't gonna change what happened. I don't care. He killed me. Let's track this from the beginning. Start with something pure, something exciting. Then come the mistakes, the compromises.
Tony, you're too young to understand this right now, so I thought I would put it on film for you. I built this for you. And someday you'll realize that it represents a whole lot more than just people's inventions. It represents my life's work. This is the key to the future. I'm limited by the technology of my time. But one day you'll figure this out. And when you do, you will change the world.
The film amplifies everything that is inside, so good becomes great. Bad becomes worse.
I'm not looking for forgiveness, and I'm way past asking permission. Someday, perhaps, I shall make you proud.
I assure you, brother, the sun will shine on us again.
You already make me proud.
Do you know that I was the only one who believed in you? Everyone else said I was crazy, a creepy 14-year-old kid. Why are you doing this? I gotta know, what's your MO? What gets you out of that twin bed in the morning?
Thanos did
Exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
You know his family's gonna die.
We lost. All of us.
Son of a bitch.
We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
People, go see Captain Marvel.
If you haven't, go see it. It's awesome.
We lose. And we'll do that together too.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
So, Slifer 2812, thank you for putting a good video together.
Yes, that one was really good.
It was
that was
good.
not that sad, actually.
Yeah.
The other one was
well,
more.
the thing I liked about
Realize,
that video.
He made one that has to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know what's that.
And he
I will hit you with
he made another Stan Lee.
I will hit you with a pair of dirty underwear.
We are not going to watch those today because that was the last video we were going to react to in this section of videos.
So that's our. This is it. We're wrapping up for part of our reacting to video. So we are going to do some other videos here in the next little bit, to where you'll hopefully like what we do. So until next time, nerd out.
Excelsior, true believers.